Right now elections are going on and both the parties are really doing well in campaigning and both the parties are effectively campaigning. But looking at the internet right now, I think so that this election is all about BJP. How did BJP win a clear majority of seats in both the central elections of 2014 and 2019? How did BJP go from winning only 2 seats in the first election to 303 seats in the Lok Sabha election? Today, let's find out the secrets of the rise of BJP.
In 21st October 1951, Shyam Prasad Mukherjee started a party called as Bharatiya Janata Party. But before this, we have to travel back a little bit when Shyam Prasad Mukherjee was working in a Congress. He was appointed as the Minister of Industry and Supply by Nehru in his first cabinet. But after the Nehru-Liaquat Pact, he disagreed with it and moved on by changing the party and forming his own party, that is Bharatiya Janata Party. After this, a lot of upcoming great leaders joined in the party, like Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, Lal Krishna Advani, and Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay. But after all of this, in the next general elections, the party only won 2 seats in the Lok Sabha elections. By this, they lost by a huge majority. But this was not all. After 1 year, in 1953, by a mysterious death, Shyam Prasad Mukherjee died. But this was not the end of the party, as there was a lot to come in. They were winning, losing in the general elections. And they were fed up of this. And let me just tell you that if you want to run a political party, you need a strong ideology. And this political party got to know it very much well in the starting itself. With the ideology of Shyam Prasad Mukherjee, they started the ideology of Hinduism and Hindutva in the Bharatiya Janata Party. And the other ideology that the Bharatiya Janata Party was using is protecting the cultural heritage of Hinduism. The other things that they mentioned in the manifesto in the beginning itself is the abrogation and the removal of Article 370 and reducing and removing the complete ban of Go Hatya in India. These were some of the ideologies that the Bharatiya Janata Party followed. But after all of this, the party was having a coalition government with other political parties, and I guess it was not working out well for them. They were forming the government and they were failing in the government. So finally, after in 6th April 1980, Atal Bihari Vajpayee and Lal Krishna Advani started official Bharatiya Janata Party. But even after forming the government of BJP, they didn't lose or they didn't leave the ideology of Shyam Prasad Mukherjee and Pandit Deen Dayal Upadhyay. They were still following and they still believe that they are their inspiration of forming the Bharatiya Janata Party. This was about the ideology and the start of Bharatiya Janata Party. Now, they had, in order to win the elections, they had to do some strong movements in order to win.
As we said that while running any government, you need a strong ideology. And keeping that in mind, BJP really started working hard on ideology and also ground level of its party. And they started some very much huge events and movements or rallies such as anti-corporation movement in 1986, Ayodhya movement in 1989, and Bofra scandal in 1986. And in 1998, finally, after forming and falling of the government twice, finally BJP formed a new government. As Atal Bihari was serving full tenure, that is from 19th March 1998 to 22nd May 2004. But in the next general elections, Congress again came into the power and BJP again lost the elections. But while all this was going on, BJP was preparing a new hope for the Bharat, and that is Narendra Modi.
On 13th September 2013, Narendra Modi was announced as the new president candidate for the BJP, and this was one of the game-changing moves that was made by BJP, as PM Modi was serving as the CM of Gujarat from 2001 to 2014. After this, while he was serving as the CM of Gujarat, he was doing a lot of good jobs. He was also gaining a lot of popularity among the common people all across India. The other thing that played out very good in the 2014 elections is a person who is referred as the Chanakya in the Indian politics. he is none other than Amit Shah. Because both of this combination, that is Narendra Modi and Amit Shah, the BJP won a majority stake in the Lok Sabha election and they won the 2014 Lok Sabha general elections. But this is not it. Let me just tell you that BJP again won in the 2015 Lok Sabha elections with even more majority than the previous one. But how? How did BJP did this? How did BJP went from losing all the elections that they participated in to winning 2 Lok Sabha elections in a row? Let's crack it down.
There are some different factors to become very popular among all the people and win the elections. And BJP is using some of those factors, and they are,
as we said, that ideology plays a very important role in shaping any parties in winning the elections. And you know what the BJP believes in, right? It is Hindutva. That means they are using the ideology of Hinduism in shaping their political party. And for this, they also face the criticism, getting the vote bank from the Hindus. And as obviously India is a country with the majority of Hindus, this ideology, it plays a very important role in getting the vote bank and getting the majority for the party. But that doesn't mean that the other political parties doesn't use this. They also use the same thing, the same card that the BJP is using right now is the same thing that all the political parties use in winning the elections.
a lot of things changed in India. India is moving towards the dominant society as compared to before. Narendra Modi portrays and goes towards strong approach. When Manmohan Singh was PM, Taj Hotel happens in India. India did not do anything to pay back the Pakistans. But when the Uri incident happened, India came back with surgical strike. India is moving towards a hard approach.
नया हिंदुस्तान ये हिंदुस्तान घर में घुसेगा भी और मारेगा
So this is what the people wanted from the long time ago. And after these kind of surgical strike, people are loving.
India was a good listener before. It listened to every single other country living in India. It didn't listen to its own people by taking up the preferences that was made by the other countries in the international politics. After the tenure of Indira Gandhi, there was no such kind of PM that portrayed India as an important country in the geopolitics. But after PM Modi becoming the PM of India, we don't need to tell you the position of India in the geopolitics. Because of the combination between PM Modi and this guy, I don't think that we need an introduction of this guy right now. For the people who don't know, here's a video for you to know about who this guy is.
Europe has to grow out of the mindset that Europe's problems are the world's problems. But the world's problems are not Europe's problems. The world cannot be that Eurocentric as it used to be in the past. Look, I don't think we're sitting on the fence just because I don't agree with you.
Obviously, after seeing that video, we don't need to tell you that what of an important phase or an important position that India is playing in the geopolitics in the entire world. I don't think that we Indians ever imagined an Indian giving this kind of replies to the international media and for the countries like America and Europe. India right now is preferring its own people. It is portraying India as one of the most dominant country in the entire world right now. And by looking at these kind of videos, we kind of get motivation that we are in the new phase and the new era of international politics. And by this, people are getting impressed and by the performance of how the current government is in dealing with the international relationship with the other countries. This is also one of the main factors why BJP is winning the election.
This is probably the only time in the history of politics that PM or a party has taken bold decisions like removing Article 370, building Ram Mandir and demonetization. There is no such kind of government back then who has taken these type of bold moves. By this, people were really impressed of how bold the current government is.
When you look at the BJP party, you don't only see Modi as the only single-handed leader of the BJP party. There are many such kind of leaders that are coming up from the BJP party that are gaining popularity among all the people across India. Some of these names are Yogi Adityanath, Amit Shah, Annamalai, Smriti Irani and Tejasvi Surya. These are some of the brand names that the BJP has right now, which they are using in order to win the elections. But when you look at the opposition party, there are no such kind of names that comes into your mind. Only a handful of them. But no such kind of big popular names that are popular among the people and across the India and across the internet. This is how BJP is winning, by creating some new faces towards the people and giving new chances to the new faces who are not even related to politics. Alright, so this was all about the video. In this video, you learned about what are the different kind of strategies that the BJP is doing in order to win the election. Obviously, we are not saying that BJP is the best party in the world. There are some kind of allegations and major allegations made on the party that that BJP say that we don't support freebies, but when the elections was happening in Madhya Pradesh, they themselves was providing the freebie to the people in order to win the elections. And after all, they won the elections in the Madhya Pradesh. So saying something and doing something, this also matters in the elections and the political parties. There are a lot of allegations made on both of the sides of the party. We are not supporting any particular party as such. This video was just made to make you clear and give you an insightful insights of how the BJP was winning all the elections that they participated in.
But before going, if you want to know the scheme that can change whole India, whole Bharat and create a superpower, you can just watch this video.
But till then,
Be curious,
keep learning.
You're watching
Worth It.
ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಂತೂ ಆಗಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ, ನೀ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಮಾಡು.